Hi all, it's Phil here from the HHE podcast, and before we get into this is something very different. Me and Simon and his great partner Julie did an escape room in Crawley and then another one with a twist. So you can watch this on YouTube, but also I'm putting it out as audio on the podcast where you can listen to all podcast apps. To give you an idea, it was very different. There was actors and a few puzzles you had to figure out on the second one. But why don't you get into the episode and find it out. Right, this is the HHE podcast and you are going to see some clips of Hounds escape rooms. One from yesterday was the Russian one. This one is based on my town, Crawley. It's not really an escape. Simon, explain it.
It's an immersive walkthrough experience with horror elements and some escape game elements in it. So it's all about the acid murderer.
Acid bath murder from
Acid
Crawley.
bath murder.
And yes, you will be able to see clips, I think. I don't know why Kimball Protection's come on, but we continue. Here, now the actor's gone, so I don't want to spoil anything. This is what it looks like before we go in and start doing anything. These are some of the choices. Questionable ethics, I believe we're doing. Southern Comfort, Explorer's Diary, and this is more of a show live experience. The acid bath murderers. The theming in here, if you can see it, is fantastic already. So obviously you go up them stairs for restrooms and that, and obviously more restrooms there, but as you can see, as I said, the theming is absolutely beautiful in here. I'm into a room, a bit of music, but I'll give you a quick look. Hounds, this is where you chill. Up there. And then obviously over here, this is where your next mission begins in 4 minutes and 16 seconds. So there we go.
You can communicate in loud environments. Simulating loud environment in 3, 2, 1.
Julie,
Yes!
I got insight into your personal life then, and I was all here for it.
Not raving days.
I could not award you point for being smarter than a 6-year-old, as you could not complete Canada's 10 gram in time.
That's out the
It is
square.
tough.
Pattern
Jigsaw
drivers.
being in the middle there.
Yeah.
But it gets better from here. 1 point for your Russian accent.
Hey!
Made in Russia indeed, beautiful. 1 point for old guy. Because you were very good at getting in Dr. Odd's locker, not because you are odd guy. But maybe bonus point. Okay. We take it.
Take it.
Very quick getting in the locker, and then yeah, the mathematics was on point there. Very good. Now I slightly adjusted this one because there was a bit of a threesome vibe going on when you all push the button at the same time. So I'm giving you power throttle. As you all were involved. 1, 2, 3. Poof. Very good. I gave you a point for the divide and conquer as well. You were good at splitting up, spreading out, exploring different areas of the facility at the same time as one another. A point for style as you left the facility wearing always full uniform. In fact,
You want to get caught, that's
Yes!
Genius. So you got 1 point for this.
Black Widow is my wife, I know what I'm doing.
And I've given you 3 points for one for you, one for you, one for you. Because each of you will probably leave a review for us later on.
And going on the YouTube vlog.
Absolutely.
Yes.
On there as well. Well, then maybe 1 more point.
That's it.
10 points anyway on here so far. Message from me, and then I remembered you expressing your ignorance about how English people only speak English, and the expectation is every other language has to speak English as well. So I gave up halfway through the Russian. That is for you, comrades.
Thank you very much, sir.
Now, of course, we had slight delay with the children by doing bits and bobs and all of this. And it is past 6 o'clock, I think, but however, managed to get it extended till 6:20. If you did want to, you have option. This code is only for VIP list of the place for this weekend, so it wouldn't work otherwise. But we can squeeze you in 6:30 if you wanted to do the famous acid bath murder experience. And I will leave that to you. You would just book with your phone like normal. Slot is open for you. I have no vested interest in this myself, so say what you like. But I would have thought as horror people, it would probably be something of interest.
I'll tell you what, we'll jot that down for the next time down.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Absolutely.
Now on to the next day. The acid bath murder.
Murderer of Crawley, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell you'll be interested in serial killers. You got that look in your eye. Now, I've got to warn you. It's a pretty twisted tale. Yeah, but I'm sure you already know that, don't you? Yeah, but first things first, let's get personal. The acid bath murderer. Why, he was a human being, just like you and me. He had a name, you see. John George Haig! Oh, and I proper saw he was, yes. Cold-blooded killer. I bet you think you already know the story, don't you? Bloke killed a couple of geezers, dissolved them into acid, blah, 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 bunch of know-it-alls. Now, we'll get to the details later. During Haig's killing spree, 6 people disappeared, never to be seen again. But by the time the court caught up to him, oh well, Haig, he confessed to 9 murders. And get this, he said he killed them and drank their blood. Twisted fucker. No, he wasn't always like that. No. You see, he had a pretty normal life, just like, well, maybe not like you. Maybe like you, I don't know, jury's out. No, you see, he went to school, he had a job, he got married and had a kid, so where did it all go wrong? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to take a little journey through Haig's past to find out what turned him into that infamous acid bath murderer. But you're not going to be wanting to drag all your crap around with you, so be it here. Pop it all in this lovely locker over here. Oh, and sweetheart, you. Haig's childhood bedroom in Stanford, Lincolnshire. Now, if you don't know where that is, just imagine it's a bit like Crawley, but with slightly larger houses and less dealers on street corners. Now, Johnny, he was a good kid. He liked things like classical music. In fact, he liked it so much, he became proficient at the piano and he attended concerts regularly. Now, that's not my kind of thing personally, but you know what? The kid liked what he liked. Now, his parents, on the other hand, why? They was the religious type. They was members of the Plymouth Brethren, which was a conservative Protestant group.
That's what it says on there.
As you can see, Simon and Julie right now is trying to figure out the games. For anything else.
We've got something here that's got grandfather clocks, a circle.
Welcome to 1934, Leeds prison. C.R. Haig was in and out of these cells for a good 9 years. But don't get me wrong, he ain't killed no one yet. You see, Haig, he liked himself a little bit of dodgy paperwork, anything he could do to get himself a little bit of extra cash. But during this time, his wife, Betty, well, she gave birth to a beautiful, bouncing baby girl. Oh, but as you can imagine, she weren't best pleased that her husband weren't around during her infancy. And in 1935, she divorced Haig, put the kid up for adoption, never to be seen again. Now, when Haig's family heard wind of this, oh well, they weren't best pleased. As you can remember, they was conservative, you see. Now, from that moment onwards, they exiled Hay from the family. So here he sat in prison. No wife, no kid, no family, and he kept getting caught for his petty, fraudulent crimes. It weren't going so well for our Johnny. And as you can imagine, he had a lot of spare time on his hands now, so he turned his interest to some pretty unusual talents. But you'll hear all about that soon enough. Now, I don't know about you lot. You look like you could have done some pretty shady shit, but I don't reckon you spent much time behind bars yourself. By my knowledge, there's some pretty unsavoury characters behind these bars. I'd listen to them if I were you. And don't piss them off.
Okay.
Have a look around and see if you can uncover any of the unfortunate circumstances that led Johnny in here in the first place.
No cry. Corpus delicti. Body of the cry. Now do your time. When you get out, remember what you've learned here. And don't come back.
It's open.
Someone's open.
The bed's up. Oh. There goes. Things there. Came off there.
47 now. Yeah. I've got a lot to catch you up on. We've got some gossip to go through. So first, let's do a rewind. Back to 1944. See, our Johnny had just got himself out of Leeds prison, and he was out on the town waiting to make a few new pals when he bumped into a lovely young chap called William McSwan. Now, William McSwan and his mummy and daddy, they were rich. Filthy rich. Filthy, stinking rich bastards. And our Johnny liked money, didn't he? Yeah. So, Johnny and William, they became best mates. They did all that two blokes might do together. They went off to the pub on Friday nights, having a few beers, you know. Classic stuff like that. When one day Johnny says, you know what, mate, why don't you come back to my place? We'll have a few beers, we'll have a bit of a party. So off they pop, back to Johnny's house. Bum, 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 down the stairs. Bum, 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 into the basement and BAM! Johnny had just killed his best mate with a lead pipe swiftly applied to the back of the skull. But our Johnny, he was clever. You see, he had it all planned out. Waiting down in the basement was a 40-gallon drum of sulfuric acid, just ready to dunk poor Willie into. Like a rich tea biscuit into a nice hot cup of tea, but not as delicious. Nah, and if you can remember, how long did it take for a big fat rat to dissolve in sulfuric acid?
I heard it. It's about 40 minutes, I think.
Try 30 minutes.
Oh, it's close.
Very close, yeah. Just slightly off. But how long do you think it might take for a great rich bastard to dissolve?
2 hours.
Days.
How many days do you think?
A week.
A week? Oh, try 48 hours.
Oh.
And by the end of that, there was nothing left of poor Johnny except a foul, fleshy soup, easily disposed of down the sewers.
It's not 30 seconds, it's less than 1 second. I can't see a thing. Where's the light, please? Julie, can you hear? I was trying to look at the numbers and you were actually in the way. I can't see because this light's not on. Bring the light a bit lower, please. I to B. Oh, here we go. What's this? Right, here we go. We've got to stick the I to B. We've got to put any more of these on there. What happened there? Did you move that chair over there?
So people listening to a podcast, it's gone dark in the room in the George Hotel.
In my youth, piano became my refuge. A sanctuary where chaos transformed into a symphony of order. It brought me immense satisfaction. My thirst for precision found a different outlet, one that transcended the realm of music. Executing the perfect crime was the revelation that affirmed my destiny as the architect of the perfect transgression. It's blood. Suddenly, the whole forest begins to writhe. The trees ooze blood. A man goes to each tree, catching the blood in a cup. He approaches me. Drink, he says.
Incredibly charming. In fact, Madame Tussaud herself came to visit him in his cell to take samples of his clothing and his measurements for her waxwork recreation up in London, which you can visit to this day in the Chamber of Horrors exhibition. But the question still remains, was he really a vampire like he said? Was he really killing as many people as he claimed, or was he simply gunning for that insanity plea? Well, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Now, shall we commemorate this occasion with a lovely photograph?
Yes.
That's my lucky number, that.
13
now,
out of
there
15,
were two
not bad.
memory tokens that we didn't quite find, and they were in the front. I won't put it past you, but before I send you back out onto the streets of Crawley, I must say I've seen your eyes are wide with intrigue of all of the macabre things you've learned today, but keep it to yourselves. Oh, he's still kicking. Oh my God. Yeah, keep it to yourselves. You don't want to go scaring no one, do you? No, sirree. But thank you for joining me on this lovely, humid day. And I shall send you on your merry way. He really likes you, he does. No doubt. Be sure to get all of your old crap out of that locker. We will. And leave that note.
Well, people, I hope you enjoyed that HHE stylage. Why I've done it. This will also be a podcast. Simon, give the info.
Yeah, it was a great event. It's not nothing like the actual escape rooms that you normally do, but it is like
It's a tour.
It's a tour through,
It's a
but you've got escape games to get through to get you into the next bits. Yeah, we didn't do too bad. We got
13 out of 15. We missed 2 things. That was it.
yeah, 2 memory tokens. So not too bad, not 100% score, but no one's ever 100%. I think. But yeah, if you get down here, get yourself down here.
And tell them that Halloween Horror Events podcast.
Yeah, because it's this thing. I think this one's about £33 each. per person, but if you go on the VIP list, you can get discounts. And they have got all the escape rooms. For us, I think the escape rooms are a little bit better, but when it comes to horror side of it, you want to see a story and do something escape games, it's just what you need. It's great. And there is some jump scares in there as well.
Hounds, Crawley, thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you for letting us record. Not everyone's allowed to record in that room. The other ones you are, but that one not. We got permission today. Thank you very much. Everyone come and check it out. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and all good podcast apps. And what's the social, Simon?
At HHG Pod on all the socials, or at HHG Pod 1.
Right.
Bye. Tatty, bye bye.
Seeing you like this. Stay epic.